despite giving them the profit.
Okay.
So
already a very good start in the mid lane for Boom Boys. 29 and 5 CS. As you can see the hook from 9 Clash under the tier 1 tower, and that is going to be first blood for
the tower.
Yeah, the tower claims it. Unfortunately, the tower cannot level up as a result of these kills.
Doesn't get this much of a distance, so GPK just outplaying.
The arrow will tick away. Satanic gets the last hit. And save forced out. Notice the hook comes out a little bit too late to save notice. Actually does trickle away. The tree was not enough to finish the job, and instead Kiritich will fall to 9 Clash. He will trade his life away though. And now you see the Undying following suit as GPK will have to remnant away. After all of that. 9 Clash should be a crippling death for Kiritich. Just came back to lane. 9 Clash not close to level 6, but Notice is there. Getting slowed to a crawl, gets the bash out. The arrow's only going to hit a creep though. They will lose the pudge as Notice gets some help from Ducalis now. Gets off the slow, gets off the crush, and another death for the position 1 Tiny. That is 2 down already. As Notice going to get healed up now from Ducalis as no one finishes the job onto the Mirana. And GPK will have to run away in shame. And for the Tiny, there's no TP for 30 seconds. That Kataomi try to lead the way here for Boom Boys. As Notice will notice this now, and that is the crush already. Look at the damage coming out, and a nice hook as well. Save will have to use those leaps, has one more at his disposal. We'll use it and attempt to TP out with the illusory orb, and the right click is enough as no one making use of that damage rune. And Vision, 2K lead, 8-2 in terms of kills.
The draft is going to be designed around the fact that you picked that, and Vision are deliberately going to target it in different ways.
So then you have a problem with them picking the arrow hero first, is what you're saying.
I personally think overall first picking Largo, I would argue, is overrated. But we've seen other teams do it, and we've seen Boom Boys do it, as we're going to see a nice arrow here on Ducalis will be a kill for GPK. I don't know. The thing is, if you do get to the point of the game where Miero is going to pick it up, then it will be great.
Go for it. Go for it. Let's see it. Right through the creeps. TP's coming. Right through the uprights here. The arrow hit. The hook, rather, into the dismember. Notice all alone, though, is in 1 versus 2. But no one's going to join the party. Actually gets a double kill with 1 illusory orb. And now the reinforcements for Boom Boys have arrived, but it's 3 versus 5. Can they do this? The coil comes out. Satanic has to try to fight his way out of it, but he does die. Triple kill from Nolan. They do lose Satanic in this, but they lose 4 on Boom Boys, and it's going to be a full team wipe in all likelihood. The curse sets it up with the bash and the crush to finish the job, and Vision just dunking on the basketball team. They're getting a strike on the...
Somebody had to say it.
Thank you.
This is
like this tier 1 tower.
A really big lead this early. Yeah, these types of lineups being up 5K, 6K now, almost taking the mid tower there as well as no one, but getting punished by GPK.
Yeah, the remnants are there, no one. The Spirit Vessel apply, trying for the illusory orb, but it's not happening. GPK getting a solo kill. Very, very much needed for Boom Boys. They need a lot more of that.
Yeah, point. Yeah. Just gets ridiculous when it's 6 slotted.
Avalanche with an arrow, another death to no one. So Boom Boys able to find a couple of big pickoffs on this puck.
Yeah, Link reveal there on Kiritich. They're not going to get the tower, but again, setting back no one by a bit. To get a kill and get some offensive wards out so we can keep playing the map aggressively. This is a very dead Kataomi.
Yes, very much so. 9 Clash going for the hook. Successfully gets on Kiritich. He gets a double avalanche, but he is completely surrounded now.
Look at that damage.
Via Satanic's right click. He's 3 and 1. Kiritich, on the other hand, 2 and 4 on this position 1 Tiny.
And it was a double-edged pick. Tiny is very good against the puck, but you are picking it into Wyvern, who I would argue is maybe the single best support in the entire game against Tiny. So heavy on the physical damage, you just block it with Cold Embrace. Arctic Burn does a ton of damage to you, because you have high HP.
Noticed.
You'll die for that.
Off.
It's a big kill. And of course, Kerr, very timid here. Eventually, Heritage will start hitting the tower. Looks like Vision want to fight for this. They're a bit late.
The Get the coil only onto the one, though. They find a separation. The blink in from Notice gets off the crutch, but they've already lost no one. But that's not going to stop Satanic from right-clicking Keratin to the ground. Going for the tombstone next is the Slardar pretty low. It's double kill coming out from GPK. Now he's going to try to focus on Satanic, but Nineclass blinks in with the Dismember and the Rock. Isn't enough damage to kill off GPK. Gets off the remnants at the last moment. They lose 3 on the side of Vision, and GPK will survive. Nineclass now on the run. They're slowed to a crawl thanks to Ducalis, but the triple kill from GPK, and he's not done yet. Spirit Vessel applied, make it an Ultra, as Boom Boys needed this desperately. Full team wipe in favor of them. And GPK.
That is massive. That's 2/3 of the lead down the drain.
For sure. You can get the arrow connection onto Nineclass, already at half health. Now the blink.
Now he's at 0 health.
Absolutely. He eats them up for dinner. 2K lead now for Vision, so it has dropped dramatically. Now they're searing chains together. The boys will exit the pit to try to find something. Kiritich using the harpoon to get to the other side of the trees. They take out Ducalis in turn.
GPK is level 18. He's super strong right now. Level 3 on that ulti this early in the game.
To be a free, I mean, Boom Boys have gotten almost every single Roche in this series.
Yeah.
So it was 5. It was 4 out of the 5 last game, and this will be their 5th overall in the series, and they're down a game.
Yeah. This time around, though, they're not dealing with mines.
True.
Notice gets found. No BKB. He should be dead here.
Doesn't have the TP anymore either. I don't think he wants to burn the BKB charge, so will sacrifice himself. And Boom Boys looking much better now after an extremely rough start.
Yeah, and they might even get the Tormentor as well. It's about to head up top.
I want to say, obviously he's a very young kid. Game number 1, he kind of brushed that off, so I'm not personally worried about that anymore. But it's still a lot on his shoulders as the position 1.
Smoke could be good. Moonlight as well.
Open it up. It's the Avalanche.
That's a good curse.
Curse from Ducalis. Undying is almost dead already. Now they get the hook into Dismember with the right clicks coming from Satanic, but the save coming out from Yero. The lick just in time, so Kiritich able to get out just fine. They only lose the 1. Of course, Undying just instantly comes back anyway.
Corrosive Haze is actually kind of crazy. Tiny just clobbered Undying back to the base, but...
Even made better by Slardar Shard, right? Because you get the AoE.
Yep.
Kiritich will find himself a Butka. Golden Embrace not going to be enough. 2 minutes on the Aegis. So what do Boom Boys want to get out of the Aegis now? In terms of Ducalis. Gonna be
quick reaction.
Very fast. Gonna take some more right-click damage though from Kiritich. As Wyvern does have the Cold Embrace to stay alive if needed. Save with the arrow. Will actually hit onto no one.
Oh,
the
good
hook coming out from Nineclass with the Dismember on the top of the tier 2 tower. That's the Aegis. We have the reinforcements now for Vision. Nineclass blinking in. Some rot damage as Kiritich able to get away from the onslaught of Vision. They will kill off Nineclass. Honestly, for Vision, trading Pudge for Aegis, pretty damn good.
Yeah. Important there that Kiritich gets to blink out from respawning with the Aegis. If he somehow took an instance of damage, we can find something here. Nineclass just standing in the spot here trying to break smoke or at least get information.
Oh, Ducalis is spotted though. Searing Chains cancels out that TP.
He did.
He will end up falling to GPK.
10-1 on the Ember.
Nineclass. I believe he was trying to de-ward. He's going to be spotted as a result, and he's killed off. So both supports dead for Vision. And Roche is like, hey, I'm ready for you. Open wide. Very nice. Delicious food.
He actually blinked and stood right on top of their ward. He just stood there. That's pretty unfortunate for Nineclass. Yeah, that's going to be, well, Roche number 10 for Boom Boys in this series.
This is 6 out of the 7 8.
I would imagine. Yeah, it's good against Dismember. Reflecting Curse can be good, but a lot of the time, Wyvern is still going to get the Curse he wants, and then the Reflected one, if nobody's nearby, it kind of doesn't matter, right?
Yeah. CPK wants this desperately.
Not get it.
Crushed instead with the Dismember to fall. They don't have the Tombstone save anymore. The right click from Satanic is leaving off GPK. It's off the slider. Fist on the Remnant's way. Kiritich jumping with a big avalanche toss. Kills off 1 as Satanic. He's standing his ground in a 1 versus 5, it feels like. Do they have Curse? They do. The Satanic, he's going to get saved by the Tombstone again. BKB, but the Eul's comes up now. Arrow connects, and now Kiritich jumps back out as the Tiny. There's the Curse to try to save Satanic, but it's not enough. Down goes the Nature's Prophet. You can see the Ember hitting pitifully against the Tiny, so the Curse not able to do much for Vision. Time and time again with the Tiny, being able to decimate these buildings. GPK force out the Cold Embrace onto Ducalis, gets licked up, gets arrowed up, gets hooked up by his teammate, but it's a dead fucking body. His character's gonna hit the buildings now. Looks like it's gonna be a set. If he was gonna buy back, it would have happened already, surely. That is...
You're gonna force more then.
Okay, absolutely. I mean, Tiny, anytime he gets this tree, he's gonna be putting these buildings to work. There's no one trying to delay, trying to split push a bit. Kiritich still pounding on the buildings. Fortification. This is the last one for a while. No more refresh for you. Ooh, nice blink to avoid the hook. And that's only 15 seconds away for Satanic. Ninecast can be spotted in the trees. Pop the BKB in retreat. And Kiritich, can you get the building before you exit? Get the range. Looks like that's going to be it for now. No one has the coiler. Onto 2. Satanic up in 2 seconds. Finally, able to technically fight, but it's a little too late, it feels like, as the Moonlight Shadow will buy them the space.
Are they actually going to try to fight them outside the base with a smoke here?
Well, maybe. Notice.
CGPK.
Yeah, this would be a huge pickoff.
He is killable here.
Yeah, does not have the Aegis. No one. Satanic also joining, but the Moonlight Shadow gives some cover. And with that, Kiritich in the base, looking for no one. Avalanche is scary. Gets off the face shift and the blink. Avalanche only going to clip Ducalis. Good attempt from Boom Boys, but it was not to be, it seems.
Hook.
The hook is to be, though. Nyclash pops the BKB into the Dismember. Where's the Tombstone? To get the lick off, his character's already at half HP. Of course, he does have the Aegis. He gets Soul Ripped now. There's the Curse on top, though. Not a whole lot of right-click damage until Tiny joins the fray, but the lick brings him out, and he wants to beat his teammate. That's all he wants in his life. The Tombstone is there to save one. Now the hook again from Nineclash. His character's just getting bounced left and right everywhere. Another Tombstone, apparently. And it's a save onto Kiritich. Still maintains the Aegis for 3 minutes. He has... Was that Refresher Shard? I was going to say, there's no way he has an orb. No one trying to buy some time now.
It's really nice to have Largo in these types of fights, though. It just keeps linking and keep healing the team. You get to get a full reset.
Now Kiritich can hit the buildings. Still maintains that first of 2 lives. Satanic going to show himself. Gets Searing Chains. Has to pop the BKB early. He'll use it to kill off the Roche banner, though. That's a big item down. He can put the Mjolnir back in place, though. The hook from Nineclash again onto Kiritich. This Kataomi in position to get the save. Searing Chains onto several heroes. You can see Boom Boys are very, very careful to push this. Extremely disciplined, especially after that game number 1. Miro gets off the Hex. They get the Avalanche as well. That's a dead puck. 100 seconds does have buyback, though. Buildings, tier 3. One more right click would have done it. Kiritich will eventually finish the job. Now opens it up onto the range barracks. Searing Chain's going to buy some time as well. No BKB charge for Satanic. And the buyback from Puck is going to force Boom Boys out for the time being. Avalanche into the Hex, though. This will be a dieback onto no one if he's not careful. Gets off the phase shift, though. Boom Boys still maintaining that Aegis, another minute and a half. And you're right, this Largo is doing work, keeping everybody at full HP. Feels like Vision has killed off 4 heroes. Kiritich finally going to jump on top of Nineclash this time, gets the kill. BKBs are popped now. Satanic gets hacked. He gets beaten down into a foam. He goes down, no buyback for Satanic, and he calls it GG, and we're going to a game number 3.